Ruth Williamson, everybody. It's 7 o'clock in California, and Ruth Williamson is joining us direct from California. Hi, Ruth.
Hi, everybody.
I'll be auditioning for the role of Sky Masterson, and I'll be singing Guys and Dolls. When you meet a gent, paying all kinds of rent for a flat that could flatten the Taj Mahal. Call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even money that the guy's only doing it for some dough. One of these days in your travels, a guy is going to come over to you and show you a nice brand new deck of cards in which the seal is not yet broken. And this guy is going to offer to bet that you can make the Jack of Spades jump out of the deck and squirt cider in your ear. But son, do not bet this man. For as sure as you stand there, you are going to wind up with an earful of cider.
I'm going to be playing Nathan Detroit, and I'm going to be singing Adelaide. Adelaide, Adelaide, ever-loving Adelaide is taking a chance on me. Taking a chance, I'll be respectable and nice. Give up the cards and dice and go for shoes and rice. Dear son Nathan, this is my first letter to you. Although you have now been married to my daughter for 12 years, but I feel like I know you from Adelaide's letters, and in mind's eye, I can see you as you go down to work every morning at 7. What a responsibility it must be to be the assistant manager of the AMP. I'm not even the manager.
I will be auditioning for Sarah Brown, and I will be doing the song Marry the Man Today. Carefully expose him to domestic life, and if he ever tries to stray from you, have a pot roast, have a headache, have a baby, have 2, 6, 9, stop. You are in great danger. Repent before it's too late. Just around the corner is our little mission, where you are always welcome to seek refuge from the jungle of sin.
I am going to be auditioning for Sarah Brown.
And I'm going to be singing.
And I'm going to be singing Marry the Man Today. Slowly introduce him to the better things. Respectable, conservative, and clean. Reader's Digest, Guy Lombardo, Rogers P. Golf Galoshes, Ovaltine. You are in great danger. Repent before it's too late. Just around our corner is our little mission, where you are always welcome to seek refuge from this jungle of sin.
And I'll be singing Adelaide's Lament. In other words, just waiting around for that plain little bit of gold. A person to develop a code. Thank you.
Great job. Really, really good.
Yeah. You all did a really, really wonderful job, and you should be very pleased. I don't know. I mean, are you trying to learn how to give a good virtual audition? You know, like, because it's different than standing in the room with everybody sitting behind a table. You know, that's one audition. That's what I'm used to. Now we have to do self-taping, and you know, it's hard. Make sure that your lighting is good. Make sure that, and like, you know, I wear glasses, so it's hard. You have to try to figure out how not to get that uplection on the glasses. Anyway, these are just little tips that I've learned. But as for your performances, gosh, where do I begin? Well, Sky Masterson, the prime thing you have to remember about Sky is that is the key to the whole plot of the musical, is that he says he can get any doll. He can get any girl he wants. And he's so confident. So that's what I would focus on in playing that scene. Sarah's kind of an innocent. You know, she doesn't know the ways of the world like Sky. But by the end, when she sings Marry the Man, she's learned a valuable lesson, you know, with Adelaide. You know, she and Adelaide have learned to hog tie these men.
Basically, that's right.
Basically, that's what they have to do because they're good for nothing gamblers,
And that's what Nathan is, right, Ruth? A good for nothing gambler, but with a good heart.
Huh? With a heart. Oh, absolutely. And he loves Adelaide with every fiber of his being. And, of course, Sky and Sarah fall madly in love, too. That scene in Havana, if you've read the play, it's like one of my favorite scenes in the whole musical. When Sarah gets drunk on dulce de leche and starts a fight, and it's great. She gets an education from Scott.
We asked the kids to come up with some questions for you.
Yeah, I saw them this morning. I saw some of them. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to read one of the questions from Finn, and I thought these are all excellent questions, by the way. Thank you all. Finn, how do you start to build confidence in auditions and get your personality through in self-tapes?
Great question.
These are very good questions. The thing I usually tell young actors, walking into a room, if you're coming into and I guess if you're doing self-tape, I always say be the person that they just really want to work with. Smile, be happy, be upbeat, be pleasant. Be the best you can be when you walk into the room, so that they go, oh, I like this person. This might be a fun person to work with, And whether you're auditioning or whether you're actually performing, because this was another question about getting over fear of, how do you calm your nerves and all that. I always just say go deeper into whatever character you're playing. Play the play. Put yourself in the play. Forget about those people watching you. Forget about that camera in front of you. Just play the play. Be Sky, be Sarah, be Nathan, be Adelaide, Just go deep into your character. And that usually helps me get over my nerves. That and some deep breathing and a little prayer. I do ask the universe to help me to give a good performance before I walk on stage every night. I just say, whoever's listening, help me out. And, it's so far so good.
What was your experience what was it like being on Guys and Dolls on Broadway? And what is the most important acting tip you've learned?
Ooh, acting tip. Well, it was exciting to be in that show on Broadway. Let me tell you, it was an enormous hit. I hadn't been in that kind of big hit. I was in Annie a long time ago. I was in the first Annie, but I wasn't in the original cast. So I didn't get all that hoopla. But Guys and Dolls I was. And I remember the opening night, we got the New York Times, and we were we weren't just on the front page of the Arts and Leisure, we were on the front page of the New York Times.
Yeah.
That's how big a hit we were. Anyway, it was thrilling, and I was so proud to be in it. I thought it was such a wonderful production. So it was dreamy. And I plus I got to watch Nathan Lane rehearse every day when I was rehearsing for it. And that was a masterclass. He is the funniest man in the world. He would come in with, 10 ideas every day for each scene and try them out and see what worked and what didn't work. And of course, Jerry Zaks is pretty brilliant too, our director. So I had a wonderful time doing that show. An acting tip. Well, the thing I learned in Guys and Dolls is how to maintain your performance in a long run. I guess that's what I really had to learn how to do. And again, go deeper into your character, go deeper into the play itself. Because sometimes, look, when you've been doing it for a couple of years, you come into some, Wednesday matinee and you're not in the mood and you don't feel like doing it and you have to. And that's just Ruth feeling that way. But General Cartwright can't feel that way. So I go deeper into her.
Ruth, how did you feel about somebody from Broadway coming on and watching you today?
Oh,
that's a good question. Josh, how did you feel? How did you feel, Josh?
I
I mean, it felt really cool. Like, I don't really do these that much. Like, someone this famous, like, I talked to right, in the meet. So, it's it's pretty cool. Like, it's like you don't get these experiences that much. So I'm just trying to take it in.
Okay.
That is so nice of you.
That's lovely.
Finn, what about you?
I mean, at first I was a bit like intimidated just because, like obviously, she's been in this like in the Broadway revival of it, and that's super cool. And then I think that the way that we did it was very natural, and I got like kind of relaxed again, and then I was able to kind of perform more naturally.
Lila, what about you?
Yeah, I just think it was really nice getting to meet someone in the industry and someone who has experience, and like if any of us go into it, like knows how to work around it. And I think it was just like, it's just very cool to like meet someone who has this profession.
Good. Lulu?
For me, it was definitely very cool to meet you. I feel that, you gave us tons of tips that can help us in our singing and our acting, that could hopefully help us like achieve if we want to become actresses or singers in the future, to achieve the goals.
You're an actor and you're committed to this work. It's what you do and it's who you are. It's part of your life.
I would just advise you to try to keep your eyes up as much as you can. I know sometimes you're reading, but try to look up and at the camera as much as you can, so that they get a good feeling of, the eyes are the windows of the soul. So let them see your eyes. Don't be afraid to give a little energy, when you're singing and doing your monologue. Don't be afraid to, it's, especially in something like Guys and Dolls, it's a pretty broad style. It's very specifically, there are other plays where you don't want to do that, but in this one, it's a pretty broad style. You gotta kind of be energetic.
Talk about broad, but yet making it real and doing it and being totally committed to the objective. Anyway, thank you all.
Thank you.
This was so great, everybody. Thank you, Ruth.
Thank you, Elaine.
I wish you all the very best. I wish you all the very best of luck. And
thank you, Ruth.
I think you're all terribly talented, and I'm very honored to have been here. Thank you so much. It's been a real pleasure meeting all of you. Once you get on stage, you're usually okay.